Hey guys, Foil Kook here. So yeah, I just wanted to walk through some gear that I'm going to be testing out this year and reviewing a bit. So, um, if some of you've seen my video on the first look Enduro 900, I got this wing. When did I get it? I think like last maybe October or November. And I guess my whole adventure started with. By the way, I'm sorry, it's a total mess in here. But my whole adventure pretty much started with unifoil, riding the progressions, the 170, then the 140, then the 125. I was kind of looking for something that was a little more surfy, just to bring you guys back here. And this was the Silk 850, which I got this, I think, in August. Yeah, right before I went to Indonesia for a few weeks. And this thing just blew me away. I didn't really expect to fall in love with it so much. And I honestly kind of wish I didn't, because then I just ended up spending a bunch of money on a whole AFS kit. But anyways, long story short, you picked up the 80 centimeter mast here and the 850, and yeah, I just fell in love with it. It just was really awesome coming from uni and having something that turned really hard. However, it didn't pump as well as I had hoped. You can still pump it, you can still connect waves, but you're definitely working and it's not nearly as forgiving. So when the Enduro came out, I thought that my 850 paired with the 900 at my local break here would be perfect. So this guy would be more for the days where it's not quite as powerful in the surf, and it'd be pumping a bit more. And it was awesome, and I had an absolute blast. And then I took this wing with me along with my 850 on a trip to Fiji last November. And I thought it was, again, awesome setup. But in Fiji, it's a little bit different than here. You're kind of connecting a lot of different swell lines. It's honestly more kind of like it's like a little skate park, I guess you could say, out there, but for foil. Where I live, it's more of a point break. So that's why this silk's so awesome, because you're really not pumping that often where I am. You could just catch one wave and ride it for almost a kilometer, sometimes longer. But in Fiji, I felt like I loved the days where it was a little bit smaller and I could actually ride the 900 without it being overpowered. But I was missing something that had that glide and pump that could handle the bigger days. So anyways, Adam recommended I tried out the Enduro 700 here. So I just got this, and I've only taken it out once so far, but the day I took it out, it was kind of crowded and inconsistent. So I got like one kind of shitty wave, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not going to review this one yet, because I wouldn't even count that day. So this is the 700. I'm pretty stoked to get on this. I'm actually going to Peru in a few weeks, so I'm going to bring probably this 700, my 850, and then of course I was talking to the guys at the foil shop. I was in the States for like literally 48 hours, and they air shipped me a 650 because they thought this would be great for that trip as well. So have not ridden this yet either, but really excited to get on this. Hopefully tomorrow, actually. I just cut my finger this actually yesterday, so I'm trying to get like an initial scab or something going on it, but before I go in the water again. But anyways, so yeah, hopefully in the next few days I'll have some first feels on the 700 and the 650, and then that brings me to this video. This is the 1300. So I know you guys are probably like, whoa, that's way bigger than everything you just talked about. But I am trying to learn how to downwind, and I have the Progression 170. I have the Pure 1100 from AFS, and I think I was watching some videos about some people doing like the flat water paddle up on a 1300. So I just picked this up. I can't flat water paddle it up yet, but I can definitely feel it's going to be much easier with this for sure. You can just kind of feel like it's almost kind of getting there, but I still have a lot more time ahead of me. So what I have done is I've been actually prone paddling this in on my downwind board on really small days. And then I also pop this on my foil drive here. And it's like the Gen 1, so don't judge me. But yeah, so this thing is awesome in microsurf, but I will warn you, it's definitely not going to turn very well. I mean, you could probably imagine already, it's a 1300. So I've got this right now on the shorter fuse from AFS in the shorter position. I think I'm riding, this is the 43 HA, so it probably would help if I went smaller here. But yeah, overall, it's like the way I would like, compare it is like it's like a glider longboard. So like if you guys ever ride like an 11, 12-foot longboard on those days where you can just ride a tiny little ankle high runner for forever, this will do it for sure. I was actually on my downwind board. It's KT Dragonfly Crossing, just prone paddling this into some unbroken waves. And there were a few bigger sets that came through, and I was super overpowered. So again, I've only had like 2 or 3 sessions on it, but overall, if you're just like in a spot that has really tiny waves and you're not planning on turning a lot, I think this is a really fun wing. So again, I'm 68 kilos, so if you're a little bit heavier and you could push into those turns more than I can, then this might turn easier for you. But yeah, I'll keep playing around with it. But overall, I'm stoked. This is my biggest wing I own now, and yeah, I think eventually I'd like to learn how to even just do some dock starting. We don't have docks here where I am, and it's pretty rocky and unforgiving, so beach starts are kind of out of the question. But at least I have a dock start wing now, and I think when I just drive around and travel in my camper, I'm just gonna pop that little puddle pumper from Slingshot in my car and just have this set up too. So yeah, so this is the Enduro 1300. So my AFS Quiver has gone from just testing this one silk to now pretty much owning 3 Enduros, 2 silks. I've got a pure 1100 here as well, so you can tell I'm just really drinking the AFS Kool-Aid these days. But I did want to call out one thing, and I don't know when this happened, but so this silk I bought last year. I think it was a demo from the foil shop in Seal Beach. But you'll notice that on the back here, there's one single stab position, where the individual stabs, when you buy them, they have the 2 spots here, so the shorter and the longer. And then to my surprise, the new silk that I got, a couple changes. So on the bottom side, you don't see the initials of the designer here. I think what is it? It's like LOL or whatever. I don't know, I might be getting that wrong, but Lauren. And yeah, I think what else is cool is, check this out. The new ones have 3 holes as well. So yeah, I don't know when that happened. I'm not that up to date on when they make all these little tiny changes, but it seems like at some point there was a newer model released, and I'm honestly stoked about that, because when I line these up, it looks like, I'll show you actually really quickly. Sorry, this place is an absolute mess right now, but so yeah, if we line it up right here, you can see, just to show that we're about lined up here. Just a tiny bit more here. So it looks like when you line up the holes, they gave us only the long position pretty much on the old silk, and now we have a shorter position, which I have heard that complaint before from some people I've talked to. Yeah, so I'm excited. So I was just kind of playing around with some different wings right here. I think I might end up chopping this one. This is a 38 HA, maybe like an inch off each side, just to make it a little bit more fun to surf. And then yeah, I'm gonna definitely, I think I'm most stoked for this, to be honest, even though I know I just got a bunch of new Enduros, but I mean, the 850 is just so amazing. I can't imagine what the 650 is gonna be like once I get it dialed. Just need the waves for it. So anyways, long story short, this is kind of my update on the Enduros right now. I don't want to rush it, but once I have some more time, my goal is to have like a 700 versus 900 and then 1300 review. I honestly would love to get the 1100, but I have the Pure already, which is a great wing. It's 1100, and the 170 is also about 1100, so I just can't do it right now. Maybe if I sell some stuff, but yeah, I think that would be, I could see that being a really fun wing too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get a little bit more into wing foiling this year as well. I've got all the gear ready to go, waiting on some good wind for it. And yeah, so that's kind of the update right now. If you guys have any questions or want me to show anything in upcoming videos, or yeah, anything at all, just reach out. I'm happy to chat, happy to hop on a call. If you're just getting into anything, I'm happy to share my frustrations and my learnings along the way. Again, I'm not a pro. I am not a team rider. I'm definitely still a kook, but I'm having an absolute blast out here, and hopefully inspiring some future foilers to get out there and try some AFS. And AFS, if you're watching this, send me some promo codes, dude. Or whoever's over there. Thanks.